I've been asked several times if you need two Facebook accounts, one for business use and one for personal use. We're going to answer that question this week on Think Tank Tuesday. Hi, I'm Paul Potratz, and welcome to this week's Think Tank Tuesday. I've been asked so many times if you need two Facebook accounts. In other words, I want one for personal use and I want one for business use because I don't want to mix and mingle. Well, you don't need that. Well, I've got a special guest this week on Think Tank Tuesday. You can't see her, and I wish you could, but I've got Tori with me. So, hey, say hi, Tori.
Hi. Glad to be here.
Awesome. So Tori's our in-house social media expert, and she sets up social media. She builds campaigns. She does all kinds of crazy stuff with social media, and specifically Facebook. So I brought her in this week because she's going to show you how you can use one Facebook account and use it for business and personal use. But she's going to show you a lot more information that you'll want to pay attention to this and watch the screen, guys, because the screen is going to change. She's going to show you live, real time, how it's going to happen. But before we get started, what I want you guys to do is go to Facebook and connect with me on Facebook because I can always have more friends. All right, Tori, so tell us about two different lists and how really, because you've been asked that several times too, that, I got to have two accounts.
Yes, Paul, I think one of the main issues that happens a lot of times is that people think that they need two separate accounts to merge their business and their personal life. That's not the case. I would recommend to have a business page for your actual business.
Okay, before you get started with that, how can somebody tell the difference between if they have a business page, or in other words, do they really have a business page for their business, or are they using a personal page? How can you tell the difference? Just an easy way to tell the difference.
Well, the main difference is a personal page. You have to have friends, and people have to request you to be a friend. Business page is based on likes. Anyone can like a page. You don't have to request it. All you have to do is hit the like button.
Okay, so in other words, like looking at this page right here, where across the line where it says timeline, about, photos, friends, right in that area.
Yep.
If I have friends, it's a personal page.
Yep, that is correct.
Okay, so if you have friends and you're trying to do it for your business, you're on the wrong type of page. And we'll do a video later on and talk about how to switch it and all that good stuff. But so we want to start with that.
Okay. Well, the first most important aspect to consider here is that you don't have to have two separate pages. So what you can do is create something called lists. So if you come down here to your home page and see this little thing here that says friends, you can create as many lists as you want. And you do that by, if you click on the more button, you can see all of these lists you have. You can create lists for your close friends, acquaintances. Say you want to keep things hidden from coworkers, you can do that. You can also create lists for families, acquaintances, and so on. So
in other words, I could create a list. If I want to, let's say that I'm a sales guy and I've got my hot list, my prospect list. I could create my prospect list and put them in a prospect. And then I've got my past customers. I could have a past customer list. And then I'd have my family list, and then then I have my friends that we are all into motorcycles. So I could have all these different lists, and then I'm not more or less spamming everybody with the same message.
Correct. It's very simple to do. All you have to do is come in here, click Create List. You give the list a name, and then you just start typing friends. So say you wanted to add me to a list, start typing, select it. There I am. And the really neat feature is
okay, well, give that list a name. So this is my cool person list. Cool person, and we spell cool because we're different, too, in a different way. All right, awesome.
So then if you create that, then you come in here, and here's your cool person list. And all you see are updates from me, what I've done on my social media page.
Okay, awesome. So now I've got this list. Let's say that, here I am, and I want to put something, because Tori's really into spunky dogs, we can see, and I want to put a picture of my dog. How could I make sure that my cool person list is only seeing that?
So basically what you would do is right here on your status, you click in and you start typing. So Tori, check this out. And then right here, it can go automatically to cool person if you click in there. But if you say you're coming into Facebook, it's the first time you've been here, for the day. You click in here, type in where it says public, you click the public and change it to more options, and then find your cool person list right there. And then you're automatically going to send the update there.
Okay, well, that makes a ton of sense. I mean, this is really so simple. It's crazy. It's crazy simple, really, if you think about it. But if you're a salesperson, I mean, this could work perfectly, especially if you started. And you remember the video that we did a couple years ago that we talked about using Facebook as a CRM, Tori?
Yes.
And we had some people, some haters out there saying, "Oh, that's stupid. That's not what Facebook is for." But it's kind of where I started to touch on this of creating a list out and making sure that your message is targeted to those individuals. Because, I mean, you think about it. You got your friends that you play fantasy football with. They don't care about, what puppies. So, I mean, it makes a lot of sense to do lists like this. Any idea why more people don't do this?
I think the honest fact is that a lot of people don't know about it, and they think it's a lot more complicated than it is. As you saw, it takes about 1 second to create a list, a little bit longer if you're adding more people. But if you take a half hour of your day, you can create lists, and then you're sharing content to the right people at the right time.
So you're not spraying and praying anymore. You're actually talking to the people about something that they're interested in, possibly.
Yeah, and the fact of the matter is if you're adding someone to your friends list, because this is a personal profile, you're interested in what they're talking about. So then if you're sharing the correct content, they're more likely to engage with it, and then you're building your relationship even further.
Okay, cool. Is there anything else that we can do with list? Anything that kind of comes to mind that, because list, I think that's powerful in itself, just right there. You can have one Facebook page and work it the way it needs to be worked.
Yeah, definitely. It's very convenient to be able to do that. I think one of the most important things to add is that your friends don't know you've added them to this list. It's only on your page. They have no idea what list you're in. And you can also add them to multiple different lists. So you don't only have to add a close friend. Maybe you have a close friend who's involved in your motorcycle club. So you can add them to 2 lists so they see multiple types of content.
Tori, this is some great information. I mean, it's simple. Anybody can do it. But before we go on, because Tori's got something that she's going to share with us that you definitely want to know about. Before we go on, I'm going to go to a quick commercial, and we'll be right back in 1 minute. Hi, this is Paul. If you're looking for something that's low cost that will generate a lot of leads off your website, Exit Gadget is the answer. Exit Gadget is a new technology, and what it does is it watches the exit intent. In other words, it's watching how a person is moving their mouse, the velocity of the mouse, the location of the mouse. It's kind of like having a GPS on your mouse, but it does a lot more than that. The algorithm is watching the individual's behavior, their past behavior. And what it does is it captures their information. So real quick, somebody's on your website and they're moving around your website and they decide they're going to leave your website because they haven't found what they're looking for. It prompts a message when they're getting ready to leave. And then they go in and they start going through the steps to fill it out. Yes, show me how it works. And they give you their first name, their last name, and they tell you exactly where they're at in the shopping process. And that information comes right into your CRM so you know how to handle them. It gives you the opportunity to use the proper word track. So if you're working at a dealership, think about it. You TO an individual when they're getting ready to leave, when they're not purchasing. Why don't you have that same technology, that same practice on your website? It's called Exit Gadget. We've got a number of dealers using Exit Gadget now, and it's generating 50, 60, 70, or even 80 leads per month. It's converting at a higher percentage than any of the websites in the industry, and it's very affordable. So if you want more leads every single month, Exit Gadget is the way to do it. Check it out. Go to exitgadget.com and take a look at the pricing. You will be amazed of how affordable it is. Okay, Tori, here's a question for you, though. Let's say that we've got somebody that's on our list that starts getting a little annoying and we want to remove them from that list. Or let's say we got somebody on that list that we had as a prospect and now they're a client. So is there a way to remove somebody from a list or move somebody to another list?
Yes, actually, Paul, that's very easy to do. And the great thing about it is that the person doesn't get notified that they've been removed from a list or changed. So it's really simple to manage this. All you have to do is come here to your friends list, click on more. If you bring up the cool person list we created earlier, you select that. Up here where it says manage list, you would click on that, click on edit list. And then here, the little X on my name, you click on me, and then I'm gone. And then you have to do is finish, change it, and then you can add me to the new list. So all you have to do here is, again, find the list you want. So say we want to do this, manage list, edit list, and then you just start typing names and add the new person in there.
Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, so that makes it easy. I mean, so again, guys, you don't need 2 Facebook accounts, because if you try to manage 2 Facebook accounts, you won't manage it because it will just become too much work. So you can work with 1 Facebook account. You can do 1 for business and 1 for personal use. It makes it super simple, super easy, and I can't think of any reason why you wouldn't do this. So Tori, any last thoughts, anything that maybe we didn't talk about that you think is really important?
I think the most important thing is, just to add on to what you were saying, Paul, is time management. All you have to do is log into 1 account. That means you only have to remember 1 login, 1 password. You do all your updates there. Say you take a half hour out of the day, you post to all your groups right then and there, and then you're done for the day. You don't have to log in and log out, log in and log out over and over again to get the content out that you want to say.
And you can do this on mobile too, right?
Yes.
And it's basically the same process.
Yep. Basically the same thing. All you have to do on your status update is, if we go back here to home, when you're typing in your status update, all you have to do is choose here, choose what list you want to post to, and that's all set.
Okay, easy enough. Well, guys, I hope this was a great help, and be sure, go to my Facebook page and request, hey, let's be friends. And I'll see you next week. Thanks.